Hello and welcome to the 0 p.m. News Bulletin with me, Hans-Peter Arp, and my co-host, Sarah Hale. This is the show where we give you all the news updates as we piece together the 0 p.m. puzzle. Sarah, what are the news from the Alternatives Assessment team?
Well, Hans-Peter, I can tell you that the team is working very hard to understand people's perceptions of the essential use concept and its application to PFAS. Psychologists at the University of Vienna have a survey that's currently open for everybody to have their say. Elsewhere, persistent and mobile substances have been found in cosmetics. Researchers at Stockholm University have teamed up with another European research project called EcoRisk 2050 and the University of Utrecht to look at whether these substances in cosmetics are actually essential and whether there's alternatives. The researchers presented their findings at the recent CTAC 2022 conference.
Interesting. Well, I know my cosmetics are certainly essential. In policy news, the policy team have developed what they call the Regulatory Watch. Well, they'll be posting updates related to the European Union's chemical strategy for sustainability, in particular how it relates to persistent and mobile substances. I know I'll be following that quite closely.
Meanwhile, the market transition away from harmful PM substances has begun, with ChemSec leading the march. They will launch an online PFAS guide for companies early 2023. Companies will be able to look at whether there's PFAS in their products and their manufacturing processes. If you don't know how bad PFAS is, well, check out this battle that ChemSec had with PFAS recently.
Yeah. Yo, I'm PFAS, the illest chemical in town. If you're battling with me, you're bound to go down. I'm used in the products from A to Z. I'm in your mama's frying pan and your sister's TV.
Well, that certainly has a good beat, something I can get down and dance to. Now, in substance grouping news, researchers are developing what they are calling the greatest database for chemicals on the global chemical market. Right now, they're developing Docker containers for this purpose, but a beta version should be ready in late 2022.
In risk assessment news, the PM substances that partners will focus on first have been selected by Vrije University, Fraunhofer and TGER. The risk of these triazines, triazoles and PFAS will be tested using a diverse array of in silico and in vitro methods.
And the technical solution team in Greece, Norway and Germany have been working hard developing ways to get rid of persistent and mobile substances in drinking water and sewage sludge. The University of Aegean has recently in the laboratory identified optimum conditions for removing sewage sludge persistent mobile substances.
And news just coming in, there are reports that 0 p.m. will be holding their very first workshop early 2023 in Sweden. The workshop will focus on the preventative solutions that they've developed already in the project.
That's exciting. I'll be looking forward to that. And this has been your news updates from 0 p.m. on June 2022. 0 p.m.
Zero pollution of persistent and mobile substances.
Thanks for watching.
If you would like more information about 0 p.m., please visit the website at ZeroPM.eu. 0 p.m. Zero pollution of persistent and mobile substances. This project has received funding from the European Union's Horizon 2020 Research and Innovation Programme under grant agreement number 101036756.